as the stage is set and the nation is all ready to welcome the G20 delegation. Let's take you around the national capital to show you how it has been decked up after the carpets are rolling for the G20 Summit. As the nation gears up to welcome the delegation for the G20, you can see right behind me is Delhi's Lieutenant Governor, Mr. V.K. Saxena, who's here to review, in fact, the conditions and, in fact, the beautification process that is going on in the national capital. Remember that this process is going on to bring out the cultural depth and also, in fact, to show the G20 leaders the whole history and culture of India. Very categorically, V.K. Saxena has been holding meetings, he's been overseeing this particular process that's been going on for quite some time and is now here at Rajghat to witness the work that is going on here in order to beautify the national capital when it comes to, welcoming the G20 leaders is there. So definitely India, as it gears up to welcome the delegation, all feats are looming on the ground in order to, in fact, go ahead and to welcome these delegations, or the best is being, brought out from the heart of the country, from the national capital, and in fact, now very, very categorically, the Lieutenant Governor, who's one of the most important functionaries when it comes to the functioning of the national capital, and especially, in fact, after, having given extra powers, he's somebody who's very, very important at this point of time and has been overseeing the situation in the national capital and the whole beautification that is happening at this point of time. He is overseeing the process. He is to walk from here, from the Rajghat to the Delhi gate, and very, very clearly Mr. Saxena is reviewing this particular situation. You can see right behind me is Lieutenant Governor of the National Capital Territory of Delhi, Mr. V.K. Saxena, reviewing, the plantations have been done near, in fact, the Rajghat. He's currently reviewing the situations here. Remember that the beautification of the national capital is one of the key features when it comes to, the preparations for the G20 Summit is concerned. Welcome of the delegates is to happen, in September, and right before that, the national capital is actually gearing up. And how you can see how crucially he is actually witnessing and seeing and overseeing the work. He's also being briefed by the officials to what kind of work has been done, what is to be done, and what is prepared for the future for, right ahead of the G20 Summit to happen. Very categorically, my camera person N Satish can actually show you how, in fact, crucially, he's inspecting each and every aspect of this preparation that is going on there. And if I can show you, he is actually inspecting the conditions here in fact, the Rajghat area. He is seeing how, the plants are being watered. He is seeing how they're being taken care of and whether the plantations are here are actually, perfectly done, how and each and every niche of the detail is being monitored by, in fact, Mr. V.K. Saxena, the Lieutenant Governor of the National Capital. In fact, all of this would be, and he is, in fact, on his foot when it comes to going on and reviewing this particular situation. And very, very clearly, the national capital is all set to welcome the G20 delegation. A pride moment for, in fact, the country, which is set to become one of the biggest economies as promised by the Prime Minister. And, all of the aspects of the G20 can be seen in these beautification, whether it's, hovering and, in fact, promoting growth of the natural resources, growth of the plantations, or whether we talk of women-led development, that could be seen. The beautification also includes the cultural, the cultural diaspora of the country being shown. So very, very clearly, the National Capital Territory of Delhi is all set to welcome the G20 delegation. And at this point of time, you can see the Lieutenant Governor of the National Capital very, very clearly reviewing these situations here in fact, Delhi's Rajghat area. He is taking a walk in the nearby area to actually see, and if you can see right behind me is, in fact, Mr. V.K. Saxena, who is here to review all these situations.